72, 76, 77, 78, 85, 86, 87, 98, A2, A3, C2. Inform them to join first. Still, 4 members have to join. So meanwhile, last class, we started solving this problem. First problem, I think we completed, but I'm repeating again. Point A is 28 mm above HP and 35 mm behind VP. So make a practice to write it in the short form. I'm erasing all and rewriting. It is given point A is, so remember the points. Always horizontal plane relation is shown in front view and vertical plane relations is seen in top view. So horizontal plane always relates. So better if you want, I'm writing it here. Horizontal plane always relates front view and vertical plane always relates to top view. Coming to the first one, A bit, it is given as point A is 28 mm above HP, means above HP means above XY line. So A dash 28 mm above XY and 35 mm behind VP. 35 mm behind VP. So behind VP means it is also above XY line. 35 mm above XY line. Next, coming to point B. So I asked you to try this. Just compare with your solution whether you have tried it the same answer or not. Whether you got the same answer or not. Point B is 48 mm below HP, means front view below HP. So front view means B dash. What is the distance? 40 mm. So B dash is 40 mm below XY line and 22 mm behind. So behind means top view above XY line. So it is 22 mm above XY line. Coming to point C, in HP means the distance from the horizontal plane is 0. It implies the front view exists on XY line. So C dash on XY line and 20 mm in front of VP. So in front VP in front means the top view is below XY line. Just compare the 4 statements which are dictated in last class. In front of VP means below XY line. So it is 20 mm below XY line. Point D, 48 mm below HP. So below HP, top front view. So front view means D dash. D dash is 40 mm below XY. D dash 40 mm below XY and top view. Top view is represented with D. So top view from vertical plane relations. So in front of vertical plane implies below. We'll get top view below XY line, 25 mm below XY line. So D is 25 mm, 25 mm below XY line. Next, point E in HP. So when your point is in HP, its front view will be on XY line. So front view means E dash. E dash on XY line and 40 mm behind VP. So always behind VP means top view above XY line. So point E 40 mm above XY line. So E dash implies front view, without dash implies top view. Next, coming to point F in VP. So first it is given the top view. So in VP means top view relation. Top view is on XY line. So top view is related with F, not F. The F on XY and 20 mm above HP. So HP means front view. So F dash 20 mm above XY line. Next, point G. Observe here, it is in HP and VP, means it is at the intersection point of horizontal plane and vertical plane. Point G is at the intersection point of horizontal plane and vertical. So both front view, top view on XY line. So G comma G dash, both are on XY line, overlapping position. So what you have to do is, no need to write all these on the drawing sheet. Just it is our calculation part. Write it in a rough work or in your notes. No need to indicate this or everything on the drawing sheet. Now, let us start the problem. How to represent this on drawing sheet. So first, draw XY line. I'm starting here. So I'm not drawing Y, just simply writing X. So depending on the length, we'll complete representing Y. So first, simply represent X. So now, point A dash 28 mm and A. So I'm not writing this. Sorry. Here it is A, top view position. A, and this is the position of B dash, and this is the position of B, C dash, and this is the position of C, top view. A dash 28 mm and A 35 mm above XY. So both front view and top view are above XY line. So draw a vertical line with 2H pencil indicating the projector. So use 2H pencil. Draw a straight line for a length of 35 mm. So at this 35 mm height, A is 35 mm above XY line. So that the top point is A. So for marking points, again use HP pencil. So just simply make a dot with HB pencil, a sharp pencil dot. No need to highlight it. So this is point A. Now A dash is 28 mm above XY line. So above XY line on the same projection line, 28 mm, mark point A dash. Now how to represent the dimensions? So for representing dimensions, draw a parallel line to this. Draw a parallel line to the projection line at a distance of 10 mm. Minimum gap, maintain 10 mm. So draw this line with H pencil. Don't use 2HB pencil. Draw the dimensions with H pencil. So always remember, shorter dimension should be represented nearer and larger dimension, 35 mm dimension, should be represented outward. So drawing the extension lines. So I'm drawing the extension lines by freehand, but you use scale for drawing the extension lines. So fill in arrows. So what is this? 28 mm, 35 mm. So always the dimension value must be above the line, and the gap between the dimension line and the geometry line must be 1 centimeter. If there are multiple dimensions, the gap maintain here 1 centimeter and here 1 more centimeter. So these extension lines must be perpendicular to the geometry line, and these two must be exactly parallel. So this is the way of representing the front view and top view of point A. Front view is represented by A dash, top view is represented by A. So with the given condition problems, we have converted. We have written it in the short form. So make it as a practice. It will helpful. It is also helpful in projections of lines and planes also. Okay. First, we completed representing point A. A dash is 28 mm above XY line and A 35 mm above XY line. So here the condition is both A and A dash must lie on the same line, a line perpendicular to XY line. So రెండింటిని కూడా XY line కి perpendicular line draw చేసి on this line we should represent both A dash and A. This is called as the projection line, the line joining front view and top view. Now coming to point B. So before going to problem B, it is given as draw the projections of points, positions of which are given below on a common reference line, means on a common XY line with 20 mm projector distance. Better make it as 30 mm. I'm changing it. Better make this as 30 mm. So what is this projector distance means? So I'll represented A dash on the projector. Similarly, B dash on some next projector. So on this, the distance between the two projectors must be 30 mm. So why I'm maintaining 30 mm is already, suppose if it is having multiple dimensions like this, the gap between these two is 10 mm, 10 mm. So total 20 mm. Suppose if we maintain exact 20 mm, you may get overlappings of dimension line on the next B, C, D like this. So going to next problem, B. So the condition is B dash 40 mm above XY line and B 22 mm behind VB. So it is above XY line. One is below XY line and other one is above XY line. 22 above and 40 below. So take scale by maintaining a minimum 20 mm, 30 mm gap. I'm drawing here. B dash is 40 mm below and B is 22 mm above. So draw a straight line with 2H pencil. Use 2H for projection line. So 22 mm above XY line and 40 mm below. So draw a vertical line extending 22 above XY line and 40 mm below XY line and mark on this. So what is the point? B dash is 40 mm below XY line. So this is point B dash. And B is 22 mm above XY line. This is point B. Next, complete the dimensioning. Draw a line parallel to the projection line. So the dimensions are 40 and 22 mm. So remember, while drawing these arrowheads, the length must be more compared to the width. Then only it looks good. So the dimensions are 22 mm and 40 mm. Now coming to third one, C dash on XY line and C 20 mm below XY line. So the line exists only on one side, as one point is on XY line. So from here, draw a vertical line downward. Use H pencil for projection. C dash on XY and C 20 mm below XY line. So on XY line, mark point C dash, and 20 mm below XY line, mark point C. And next complete the dimensioning. Next coming to D dash, 40 mm below XY and D 25 mm below XY. Both D and D dash are below XY line. One is at 25 mm and the other one is at 40 mm. So don't forget, always the projection line must be with 2H pencil. So what are the conditions? D 40 mm below XY line. D dash. D dash 40 mm below XY line and D 25 mm below XY line. So again here two dimensions are there. Represent them by using two parallel dimension lines. So remember, use H pencil for dimensioning and 2H for projection line. So the same XY line also draw it with the H pencil. Why? Because if there are any overlappings, it would look clear. The values are 25 and 40 mm. Next coming to F. F on XY and F dash 20 mm above XY. F on XY and F dash 20 mm above XY line. So point F on XY line. So on XY line, point F and F dash 20 mm above XY line. So complete the dimension. So I'm drawing with the free hand. 20 mm. Now coming to G, both G and G dash are on XY line. So on XY line, by maintaining the projection distance, projector distance of 30 mm, I'm extending this line. Mark a point. So point means simply a dot. It need not be highlighted, right? G dash comma G. So both are on XY line. And on the other hand, represent Y. So on XY line. So represent all the points on XY line. Represent all the points on XY line. So in your drawing sheet, simply draw this figure. Drawing this figure is sufficient, no need to write everything. But on the right hand side top corner, within a circle, write the problem number 1. So make it as a practice. Why? Because if you miss this in examination, the examiner may confuse for what you are answering. So for giving the examiner the clear picture, the solution for which question, write down the question number. No need to write the entire question. So do you have any doubts regarding this first problem? So if you have any doubts, unmute your audio and respond. How to represent a front view and top view of a given point based on the relations from horizontal plane and vertical plane. At least no doubts on the answer changing by unmuting. So that I will be satisfied. So doubts and Andrea?
No, sir.
So move on to the second problem. I'm writing here. So in problem number 2 is asking in reverse, means a picture is given. So representing the front views and top views of different points. And asking to share the positions of each point with respect to the principal planes. Principal planes means horizontal plane and vertical plane. So we have to frame the statements like this. We have to frame the statements like this. So it is a reverse problem. In drawing sheet, draw this figure. Even though it is given in question, you must draw this figure. So why? Because without this figure, even if you answer, you don't get clarity. Okay? And one small correction is, in this problem, all the values are given in terms of centimeters, but don't leave like this. Just write it in terms of millimeters, mm. Why? Because we are representing everything in terms of mm, and this one is 15. Okay? Convert everything into mm and draw this figure. Now, below this figure, draw the lines with 2H pencil. With 4 mm height. And line to line gap, depending on your available space, you can maintain. But letter height must be 4 mm. So kabatti 4 mm height lo guidelines draw cheskondi. So first let us go for the first problem. So first problem ela chudandi. A dash 20 mm below XY line. So A dash means dash always indicates. So I'm writing rough work here. Always A dash, B dash, C dash, and so on represents front view A. Is it visible here? A, B, C, and so on represents top view position, and front view position is always related to distance from HP, and top view is always relates to distance from vertical plane. So if you remember this, you can answer this solution. So first A dash means front view relating to HP. So as the front view is 20 mm below XY line, so front view below XY line, when it happens?
Fourth quadrant. Facing
So it's
the
not asking the fourth quadrant, but just write on the statement, asking to completely write the statement. So means point A is 20 mm below HP. Point A is 20 mm below HP. So I should write a statement here. Point A is 20 mm below HP. And what about A means top view. So where top view is also below HP, below X value. Top view below X value, when it possible?
In
Top view
front of.
below X value. So when it is in front of the vertical plane, below HP, and $50 mm and $50 mm in front of VB. So you should write a statement like this. Now coming to B. B alone chudni. So first always concentrate on dash, front view location. So front view location dash, front view is below 40 XY line, below 40 XY line. Means point B is 40 mm below HP. B is B is 40 mm below HP. And what about vertical plane relation? Top view ekkada undi? Top view is on XY line. As the top view is on XY line, what it indicates? The point is on vertical plane. When the point is on vertical plane, top view on XY line. When the point is on horizontal plane, front view on XY line. So as the top view is on XY line, so it is and on vertical plane and on vertical plane. What about point C? Point C. I'm not writing from here. Just if you want, write down in the running notes. Just I'm explaining. Point D. Sorry, point C. Point C is, so first C dash, front view. So as the front view is below XY line, point C is 30 mm below XY line. So write it. Point C is 30 mm below XY line. below HP. And top view of point C ekkada undi? Above XY line. So top view above XY line is possible when the point is behind vertical plane. The top view above x1 is possible when the point is behind vertical plane. So, and C and 20 mm behind VP. And 20 mm behind VP. Point D. Any of you unmute your audio and answer. Try this.
Point
Unmute
D
just try it.
is in
Point D,
HP.
yes. Yes, point D is in HP.
30 mm behind VP.
Yes. Note it. Point D is on HP and 30 mm behind VP. Get it. Point D is on HP and 30 mm behind VP. What about point E? Any of you?
Behind VP, sir.
ఫస్ట్ హెచ్పి రిలేట్ చేయండి ఎప్పుడు కూడా బెటర్ సో ఎందుకంటే అన్ని కూడా సేమ్ మోడల్లో ఉంటాయి ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ మిస్టేక్ బట్ వితౌట్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ సో ఫస్ట్ ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ
above HP
ఎస్
and behind VP.
ఎస్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ 40 mm above HP and 15 mm behind VP. Point E is 40 mm above HP and 15 mm behind VP. So you can answer first VP and HP. It's not mistake, but if you practice in the same order, answering first horizontal front view and top view. So if you make it as a practice, you won't confuse and get the exact answers. Now coming to third problem. Third problem, I will draw this and you complete them. Almost same as the second and third are almost same, but only thing is in second problem, he has given everything as if in a figure. But in third problem, these positions are represented as a statement. All these positions are represented as a statement. So first of all, we have to represent this on a figure. Point 3. Problem 3. So first draw XY line. So as this is problem 3, I'm indicating here. So along the A dash 30 mm below XY and A 35 mm above XY. A dash 30 mm below and A 35 mm above. mm below and 35 mm above. A dash below and A 30 mm above. So complete it with dimensioning. So use H pencil for dimensioning and 2H for mm below XY. And now what is asking? So instead of stating the position, just is asking to state the quadrants. State the quadrants. So point A, where is point A dash? Front view ekkada undi? Front view, any of you? Where is the front view? Front view? below X valence. So point A is 30 mm below HP. Point A is 30 mm below HP and top view above X valence. So it is
third quadrant.
behind VP. So behind VP. So ఇలా ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటే draw a rough sketch. Point A is below HP and behind VP. So it is in third quadrant. So here write a statement within the guidelines. Write it as quadrant 3. Or third quadrant. Next, coming to B. B dash on XY and B 20 mm above XY line. B dash on XY, try this. B dash on XY and B 20 mm above XY. B dash and B. Answer changing. So as front view on XY line. So front view on XY line undi kabatti it indicates the point is on horizontal plane. The point is on horizontal plane and as the top view above XY line. So top view above XY line undi kabatti it implies it is behind vertical plane. So it is somewhere on this position. So the point is somewhere on this position, means it is in both second and third quadrants. As the line is sharing common line between second and third quadrants, you have to write a statement here as second and third quadrants. What about point C? C dash 40 mm below and C on XY. C dash 40 mm below and C on XY line. C dash C. So ఇక్కడ మీరు స్పేస్ కరెక్ట్గా అడ్జస్ట్ చేసుకోండి. It should not overlap. And the dimension lines exactly it should be with scale only. నేను ఇక్కడ టైం వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఫాస్ట్గా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వాలని ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ఫ్రీ హ్యాండ్ స్కెచ్. బట్ ఇన్ షీట్ డోంట్ యూజ్ ఎనీ ఫ్రీ హ్యాండ్ స్కెచ్. నౌ వాట్ అబౌట్ పాయింట్ సి? ఆన్సర్ చేయండి అదన్నా.
Top view is on XY plane.
Top view on XY plane.
Front view.
You should say it as top view on vertical plane.
Okay, sir.
Top view on vertical plane. Sorry, top view on XY line. So what is the position of point C?
Fourth quadrant.
Position of point C. So first C dash ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ ఫస్ట్ చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ బిలో XY line. So front view below XY line ఉంది కాబట్టి what it indicates? The point is below HP. The point is existing below horizontal plane. Now top view on XY line undi. So as the top view is on XY line, point is on vertical plane. Top view on XY line means the top point is on vertical plane. So in this, on this line, the point is existing below horizontal plane and on vertical plane. So it is a common sharing point between third and fourth quadrants. Is it? So write a statement. Point C is in third and fourth quadrants. So remaining మీరు complete చేస్తారా? Can you do it? Or shall I explain everything?
Sir, incorporate explain.
Okay.
Incorporate.
Okay, D is easier one. D dash on XY, D on XY. So both are on XY means front view on XY indicates point is on HP. Top view on XY indicates
On VP.
point is on VP. So on HP and on VP. So first of all, mark here D dash comma D. Both are on XY line. So means point is on HP and on VP. So it is on the intersection point of both HP and VP. So the point is existing at the intersection point of HP and VP. So you can write the statement as all quadrants. Simply write it as all quadrants. Why? Because it is at the intersection of all the 4 quadrants or 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants. Okay. Coming to E చూద్దాం. E dash 35 mm below XY and E 40 mm below XY. Both are below XY line. E 40 mm below XY and E dash 35 mm below XY. So try చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఈ డాష్ చూడండి, రిలేట్స్ ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ మీన్స్ హెచ్పి అండ్ ఈ ఇండికేట్స్ టాప్ వ్యూ. సో టాప్ వ్యూ రిలేషన్ ఆల్వేస్ విత్ vertical plane. Always dash indicates front view. So which is relating to HP condition. And without dash. So without dash always indicates top view. Always relating to vertical plane condition. ఈ కండిషన్ ఒక్కటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే you can solve any problem in this sheet. Not only this problem, any problem in this sheet. So E dash front view 35 mm below XY only means E is 35 mm below HP. Point E is 35 mm below HP. And top view is also below XY line. So top view below XY line epudu? When it is in front of VP. When it is in front of VP. So the condition is the point is below HP in front of VP. So is it? It is below HP and in front of VP. So it is in fourth quadrant. Point E is in fourth quadrant. So write here a statement. So guidelines important. నేను రఫ్గా డ్రా చేస్తున్నాను, మీరు కూడా డ్రా చేయొద్దు. విత్ ఇన్ ద గైడ్ లైన్స్ ఫర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ ఏ హైట్ ఆఫ్ 4 mm గైడ్ లైన్స్ విత్ 2H అండ్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ రైట్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్ విత్ HB. సో గైడ్ లైన్స్ చాలా థిన్గా ఉండాలి. ఫోర్త్ క్వాడ్రంట్. నెక్స్ట్ మీరు ట్రై చేస్తారా? FGHI.
Yes, sir.
జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ కండిషన్ అండి, ఇట్లా నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఈ కండిషన్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే యూ కెన్ సాల్వ్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లం. సో ఈ కండిషన్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అలాగే ద పాయింట్స్ విచ్ ఐ డిక్టేటెడ్ లాస్ట్ క్లాస్. వెన్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఈస్ బిలో ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ బిలో XY line అయితే object is below HP. When the object is above HP, front view above XY line. When the object is in front of VP, top view below XY line. When the object is behind VP, top view above xy line. So ఈ 4 statements ని and these two conditions relate చేసుకుంటే you can solve this F, G, H and I problems. So ఇది చెప్పట్లేదు but you complete it in drawing sheet. F, G, H, I కూడా drawing sheet లో కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. If you have any doubts, ask me at any time. So మీరు చేసిన కరెక్టా కాదా ఒకసారి పెట్టేసి క్లారిఫై చేసుకోండి if you have any doubts. Okay? చేయగలరా? ఆన్సర్ చేయండి అరొకళ్ళు ఎస్ ఆర్ నో చెప్పమంటే చెప్తాం పోనీ జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే నేను ఎన్ని చెప్పుకుంటే వెళ్ళా మీరు ట్రై చేయకపోతే యూ కాంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద లాజిక్. మీరు ఏంటంటే ఆ లాజిక్ ని రిలేట్ చేయగలగాలి. అదర్వైజ్ నేను 15 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చెప్పినా 20 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చెప్పినా నో యూస్. మీరు ఒకసారి ట్రై చేయండి 4 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఓకే. సిమిలర్లీ ద ఫోర్త్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. So fourth problem ఏం ఇచ్చారంటే again as a first problem they have given the statement and asked to identify the quadrants in which they are situated. So the same as the third problem asking to relate the quadrant. Before that we have to identify where the points are located. Point P, top view is 50 mm above xy means P dash. So top view means P. Front view is 30 mm బిలో ద టాప్ వ్యూ. ఇక్కడ చూడండి కండిషన్ మీకు ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో కూడా డైరెక్ట్గా ఇవ్వకుండా కొద్దిగా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేశారు. సో చూడండి పాయింట్ ఏ బి చూడండి. సో ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ పి టాప్ వ్యూ 50 mm అబోవ్ xy లైన్. సో అది క్లియర్ కదా, టాప్ వ్యూ రిప్రజెంట్ చేద్దాం. సో ఇక్కడ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను y రిప్రజెంట్ చేయలేదు, కంప్లీట్ దిస్. After complete drawing all the points up to I, close చేసి y indicate చేయండి. Coming to fourth problem. First draw xy line. Only 4 points are there, so smaller one is sufficient. X. So point P ఎక్కడ ఉంది చూడండి first. Point P is top view 50 mm above xy line. So top view is 50 mm above xy line. So it is point P. Top P is always related, represented without dash, small letter. So anni kuda small letters they be careful. And next, front view ekkada undi? Front view is 30 mm below the top view. With respect to xy okunda confuse cheyadaniki the front view is 30 mm below the top view annaru kabatti P నుంచి 30 mm below, from P at a distance of 30 mm, mark P dash. Even while dimensioning, problem లో ఏ వాల్యూస్ ఇచ్చారో ఎలా ఇచ్చారో in the same way indicate చేయండి. మీరు ఏమీ కూడా కొత్తగా డిరైవ్ చేసిన అవసరం లేదు. జస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం లో ఎలా అయితే డైమెన్షన్స్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేశారో in the same way represent them on sheet also. So in problem it is given as point P, top view 50 mm above xy line and P dash 30 mm below top view. So in the same way represent the dimensions. Complete అయిన తర్వాత ask to represent state the quadrants in which the following points are situated. So ఇలా ఉన్నప్పుడు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి, both front view top view above xy line ఎప్పుడు పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంది? So front view above xy line means point is above HP. Front view above xy line means the point is above HP. top view above XY line. Top view above XY line is the point is behind VP. Above HP, behind VP. A quadrant. Above HP and behind VP. Just for clarity
Second
purpose. Above HP, behind VP. It is in second quadrant. So point P is in second quadrant. So write a statement below within the guidelines neatly. Second quadrant. Next point Q. Top view 40 mm above XY line and front view 20 mm below XY line. Front view above XY line on top view below XY line. So as per the dimensions, front view or top view? Top view above XY line. So Q is above XY line and front view Q dash below XY line. The dimensions are 40 and 20. So forget about dimensions. My dimensions start represent changing. And now Q dash. So Q dash representing front view. Q is representing
Top view.
top view. So front view below XY line. So front view below XY line, the point is below HP. Point is below HP and Q, top view above XY line. Behind VP. Below HP and behind VP. Below HP and behind VP. Point Q is in third quadrant. Point Q is in third quadrant. So within the guidelines, neatly write it as third quadrant. Point R, front view 30 mm above XY, on top view 20 mm below XY. R. Front view above XY and top view below XY. So I'm not representing the dimensions. My dimensions as it is represent changing. So front view above XY line and top view below XY line. So front view above XY line indicates answer changing. Anyone?
Point is above it.
Point is above HP. The point is above HP. Top view below means
In front
top
of
view below XY line. In front of VP. So the point is in front of VP. So R is in first quadrant. Above HP, in front of VP. R is in first quadrant. So write a statement. First quadrant. Point S. Front view 40 mm below XY and top view is 30 mm above front view. ఇక్కడ కూడా చూడండి డైరెక్ట్ ఇవ్వకుండా 30 mm above front view ఇచ్చారు. సో front view 40 mm below XY line. So that is S dash and S is 30 mm above XY line. So these two dimensions are given in the problem. Distance between front view and top view. And distance of front view from XY line. So remember the condition. Always projectile line with 2H, dimension lines with H. A little bit higher intensity compared to projector line. 30 and 40. Now, both are below the XY line. Both below the XY line. So front view below XY line means the object is below horizontal plane, and top view below XY line means top
In
view
front of VP.
in front of vertical plane. So in front of vertical plane. So the component is in
Fourth quadrant.
fourth quadrant. So in this way, complete the fourth problem. And 5 and 6 problems are. So ఇక్కడ వరకు ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? జస్ట్ ఈ 4 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏంటంటే మేకింగ్ us the practice of or remembering those 4 conditions. See 4 problems లో కూడా ఎక్కడ న్యూ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏమీ లేదు. జస్ట్ we are drawing everything from those 4 conditions. సో ఇది ఎందుకంటే మనకి రిలేషన్స్ అర్థం అవ్వాలి. We should easily remember those relations where the front view exists relating to the horizontal plane condition, where the top view exists relating to the vertical plane conditions. So ఇవి మీరు ఎక్కడ నెదట్లో లేపడినా చెప్పగలిగేటట్టుంటే you can complete the remaining problems easily. Remaining means projections of lines, planes, solids also. Okay? So don't forget to represent y also, x and y both the ends. సో నేను వైఫ్ స్టార్టింగ్లో ఎందుకు చేయలేదంటే హౌ మచ్ లెంగ్త్ ఎంత వస్తుందో తెలియదు కాబట్టి ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా వదిలేసాను. కమింగ్ టు నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం, ప్రాబ్లం నెంబర్ 5. So first, write this given data in terms of short form. Problem number 5. Point A is 30 mm above HP. Means point A is 30 mm above HP. HP always relates front view. So A dash 30 mm above XY and 40 mm in front of VP. So VP relates top view. In front of VP means top view below XY line. Point A is 40 mm below XY line. And another point B, 60 mm behind VP. So first top view relation icharu. VP indicates top view relation. So 60 mm behind means top view above XY line. So B is 60 mm above XY line and B dash 50 mm below HP. HP relates front view and B dash. B dash is 50 mm below XY. B dash is 50 mm below XY. Now, what is asking is given the relations of 2 points. Draw the projections of the points A and B, same as the first problem, keeping the projector distance 100 mm. So projector distance 100 mm maintain chesi draw cheyamanaru. So let us do up to this step. First draw XY line with H pencil. Next, with 2H pencil. First represent the A dash and A points. A dash and A points. A dash 30 mm above XY line and A 40 mm below XY line. So A dash 30 mm above XY line and A 40 mm below XY line. Name the points A dash and A. So before drawing to B dash and B, is given that draw the projections of A and B, keeping the projector distance as 100 mm. So from A dash line at a distance of 100 mm on XY line. So A dash నుంచి 100 mm distance measure చేసి at a distance of 100 mm, draw the projections for B and B dash. So where is B dash? 50 mm below XY line and 60 mm above XY line. So mark point. Use 2H pencil. B dash and B. So where is B dash? B dash 50 mm below. And B 60 mm above XY line. And B 60 mm above XY line. Now what is asking to draw? Draw the straight lines joining their front views and top views. Draw the straight lines joining their front views and top views. So this is what he asked to draw. So draw this with HB pencil. So join front views, and means join A dash, B dash and top views AB. So first let us join AB. So no need to maintain exact any angle, just simply place the scale along AB and draw a straight line joining AB. Next, similarly draw the front views. Keep the scale joining A dash and B dash. Simply draw a line with HB pencil. Joining A dash and B dash. So this is what is asking to complete. Now after doing this, is it all? Dimensioning are must. Represent the dimensions. So dimensions represent them with H pencil. The dimensions given in the problem, that is distance of A dash from XY line and distance of B comma B dash from XY line. Also, the projector distance is also given. So projector distance could represent cheyalante always extension lines are must. So extension line draw chesinapudu it is passing through A. So better erase A here and write somewhere here. Point here. Yes. Draw the extension lines. So extension line, no need of only 1 centimeter. So what I said 1 centimeter it is the minimum value. Minimum 1 centimeter and maximum it can be of any length depending on our requirement. So కిందకి ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయండి. సో దట్ డైమెన్షన్ లైన్స్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ప్రొజెక్షన్స్ కానీ ఆర్ XY లైన్ కానీ టచ్ అవ్వకూడదు. I'm also drawing the extension lines from A. See, problems law, you have observed it or not, the main thing is dimensioning is important. If you wrongly represent any dimension or usage of pencils. Why? Because this is not like a curve, shape of the curve, not the shape of the curve. Here the everything is only the straight lines. So the important thing is to maintain appropriate pencils and representing the dimensions exactly. I don't know if you observed or not. First two sheets లో ఫస్ట్ డైమెన్షనింగ్ తప్పుగా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే ఇండికేట్ చేశాను బట్ ఐ నాట్ డిడక్టెడ్ ఎనీ మార్క్స్ బట్ ఇన్ షీట్ నెంబర్ 4 and 5 అంటే డిడక్టెడ్ మోర్ మార్క్స్ ఫర్ రాంగ్ డైమెన్షనింగ్ అండ్ 6th షీట్ లో కనుక డైమెన్షనింగ్ రాంగ్ గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేసిన పెన్సిల్స్ కరెక్ట్ గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయకపోయినా ఐ విల్ గోన్ టు డిడక్ట్ మినిమం 2 to 3 మార్క్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. Why? Because the main neatness depends only on the exact dimensioning and using appropriate pencils. So this is B dash. చాలా మంది యారో హెడ్స్ కూడా చాలా నెగ్లిజెన్స్ గా ప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో యారో హెడ్స్ ఇక్కడ నాకు ఫ్రీ హ్యాండ్ కాబట్టి కుదరట్లేదు బట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ యారో హెడ్ కార్నర్ must be the intersection of these two lines. Extension line ki dimension line intersection దగ్గర ఎగ్జాక్ట్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలి అండ్ యారో హెడ్ నీట్ గా ఉండాలంటే విడ్త్ మస్ట్ బి ఈ విడ్త్ 1 ఉంటే ఈ లెంగ్త్ 3 ఉండాలి. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద డైమెన్షన్స్ గివెన్? A dash 30 mm above xy. So the dimensions are given from xy line. So it is 30 mm, 40 mm, sorry, 60 mm, 50 mm. So already నేను represent చేసాం ఏంటంటే always the dimension value must be above the dimension line అన్న. Suppose if it is a horizontal dimension line, above the line direct గా represent చేస్తున్నాం. Distance between the projectors 100 mm. But what about the vertical? Vertical అన్నప్పుడు above left side draw చేయాలా right side draw చేయాలా అని కన్ఫ్యూజన్ వస్తుంది. సో ఎప్పుడు కూడా on the left hand side line పైన అంటే when you are seeing the sheet from right to left ఈ డైరెక్షన్ లో షీట్ వ్యూ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు the number should look as it is above the dimension line. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. when you are seeing the sheet from left to right ఈ కండిషన్ లో చూసినప్పుడు the number value must be above this dimension line. సో స్టాండర్డ్ అందరూ కూడా ఒకటే ఫాలో అయితే you don't get any confusions. So this is the problem. And finally x y. So representation of x y is must. Make it a practice. Why? Because when you go to the next sessions inclined to both the planes lines, then మొత్తం అన్ని కూడా లైన్స్ కనపడతాయి. అన్నిట్లో కనుక మీరు ఎక్స్ వై లైన్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేయకపోతే యూ కాన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వేర్ ఇస్ ద రిఫరెన్స్ లైన్ ఏది బేస్ చేసుకుని డ్రా చేసాము. సో ద రిఫరెన్స్ లైన్ ఈస్ మస్ట్ ద రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఆఫ్ రిఫరెన్స్ లైన్. So coming to next problem 6, almost like this one only, but with small variation. చూడండి 2 points P and Q are in horizontal plane. Means both the front views are on XY line. Is it? HP relates always front view as it is on HP. So both the front views P dash and Q dash are on XY line. So the given thing is P dash comma Q dash on XY line and point P is 40 mm in front of VP, top view relation VP. So point P is 40 mm in front. In front means it is below XY line. Point P is 40 mm below XY line. Point Q is behind VP. So behind VP unte top view above XY line. But here if you observe the distance is not given. While Q is behind VP and ichar kani, at what distance is not represented. So we will also write in the same way. Point Q is above XY line. Top view of point Q is above XY line. Top view of point P is 40 mm below XY line. So along with these four also given the distance between their projectors is 90 mm. So the distance between PP dash and QQ dash is 90 mm. Previous problem it is 100 and in this problem it is given as 90 mm. So let us start the problem with XY line. Draw XY line with H pencil, and on this line first mark P dash. So it is given P dash on XY line, also Q dash on XY line, and రెండింటి మధ్య distance, projector distance is 90 mm. So from P dash at a distance of 90 mm, mark one more point and represent this as Q dash. So the distance between P dash and Q dash is 90 mm. Next, P is 40 mm below XY line. So P eక్కడ ఉంటుంది? P dash lie on the same projector, is it? So projector means a line perpendicular to XY line. So from here, draw a projector line downward for 40 mm. And on this line, from XY line, 40 mm below XY line, there exists a point P. And Q above XY line. So from Q dash, draw the projector line above XY line with 2H pencil. And Q exists somewhere on this line. We don't know the exact location. We know the location of P, 40 mm below XY line, but we don't know the exact location of Q dash. And it is given as the line joining their top views makes an angle of 45 degrees with XY line. So for identifying the position of point Q, he has given a clue. That is, the line joining the top views makes an angle of 45 degrees with XY. So the line joining top views means point P and Q. So just wait for a while. The line joining the top views makes an angle of 45 degrees. So the line joining top views means the line joining P and Q. The line joining P and Q is making an angle of 45 degrees with XY line. So we have the position of point P. So draw an inclined line at 45 degrees starting from P. So 45 degrees inclination to XY line. So draw an inclined line from P at an inclination of 45 degrees from P. And mark the intersection where this line is intersecting with the projector from Q dash. So this somewhere meets the projector from Q dash. Name this intersection point as Q. So is it not? The statement is okay. The line joining the front views making an angle of 45 degrees with XY line. So actually, instead of giving directly the position of top view, position of Q, he is asking to calculate us. So after completing, represent the XY, X, Y, and all the dimensions. What are the given dimensions? P and Q are on XY line, so no need of representing the dimensions as the distance is 0. So draw the extension lines and represent this dimension. Point P is at a distance of 40 mm below XY line, and distance between the projector is 90 mm. So projector distance represent cheyalante, draw the extension lines from P దగ్గర start cheyaddu. Extension line is must. Always you should not end the dimension line at any reference point or base point. Base point దగ్గర ఎప్పుడు కూడా arrowhead end చేయకూడదు. You must extend the line. Minimum for 10 mm and maximum depending on the requirement. So now here represent the dimension of projection line distance. The distance between the projectors is 90 mm given in the problem. Now, at the end, he asked to calculate the value. Find the distance of Q with respect to VP. Calculate చేయమన్నారు. So, ఎప్పుడు కూడా calculate చేయమన్న value ని below the problem, write it as a statement. So, below the problem, draw the guidelines with 2H pencil. So, guidelines 2H అన్నారు కదండి, exact 2H అవసరం, as light as possible. Just it is for maintaining a height of 4 mm height. Constant lettering height 4 mm ఉండటం కోసం మెయింటైన్ చేయడం కోసమే. So within these guidelines, measure the distance. Scale తో measure the distance of Q dash to Q. Measure చేసి write a statement here. Q is, suppose if you got a value of 45 mm, Q is 45 mm in front or behind. So actually in front or behind problem lo ichesaru. Q is at 45 mm from vertical plane. Behind VP problem lo ichesaru. So Q is 45 mm behind VP or from VP Rasna, both are correct. Q is 45 mm behind VP. 45 exact కాదు, మీరు డ్రా చేసిన తర్వాత మెజర్ చేసి మీకు ఏ వాల్యూ వస్తే ఆ వాల్యూ స్టేట్మెంట్ కింద కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. So with this we completed projections of points. Still any of you having doubts in the projections of points?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll move on to the next topic, that is projections of lines. Still 40 minutes time is there. At least you can complete 2 to 3 problems. The next topic is projection of lines. And again this lines is divided into 2. Lines 1 and lines 2. 2 sheets are there. So projections of lines 1 means when the lines are in simple positions. Can you see the screen? So you know that shortest distance between any 2 points is called as a line. So Manu, we started the concept based on the points, and from now onwards, as I said you earlier, second quadrant and fourth quadrant is not used. Means second angle projection or fourth angle projection is not used in standard engineering drawing. In engineering drawing standards or Indian standards, we're going to use the first angle projection, always assuming that the object is in the first quadrant, that is above horizontal plane and in front of the vertical plane. ఈ condition తోనే problems అన్ని solve చేస్తాం. And from onwards, maximum situations they won't represent in which quadrant it is existing. So default is first quadrant. So first quadrant assumption in the first angle projection law, always we will get front views above XY line and top views below XY line. Rarely, hardly 1 or 2 problems తప్పించి ఇక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చే రిమైనింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నిట్లోనూ కూడా we will represent front view above xy line and top view below xy line. So already we discussed this coordinate system, and the line in space, it can be of in these different positions. Line is space లో ఈ different positions లో place చేయొచ్చు. First one is line parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Line perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. Line parallel to both VP and HP. Line parallel to both VP and HP. Lines parallel to VP and inclined to HP. Lines inclined to VP and parallel to HP. Lines inclined to both the planes. And out of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases are discussed in projection of lines inclined to single plane or lines in simple positions, lines 1. Manakunda lines 1 sheet low, we're going to discuss these 5 cases. And sixth case, when the line is inclined to both HP and VP, both the reference planes, these problems are discussed in lines 2. So lines in a little bit complicated position. So before going this, just I'm stopping the presentation. Can you see the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose assume this as a line. Even in examination also, take a pencil or pen in your hand and you can assume its position in space. So what I said the first 5 conditions. The first condition, let us assume, let us discuss start with the third condition. When the line is parallel to both the reference planes. When the line is parallel to both the reference planes. So this is a condition. So line, the line is parallel to horizontal plane and also parallel to the vertical plane. So this is a condition, a very simple condition of the line. The line is parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So in condition low, when you see the front view, exact front view, what you can see? Front view kanipistundi. Front view, a simple line, AB, A dash, B dash. So line parallel to horizontal plane undi kabatti, మనం draw చేసే front view లో కూడా we'll draw a line parallel to XY line in front view. Front view line కూడా we'll draw it as a line parallel to XY line. Why? Because parallel ఉన్నప్పుడు both the endpoints are at the same distance from the ground. Is it or not? When the line is parallel to horizontal plane implies both the endpoints are at the same distance from the horizontal plane. So front view low will get a line parallel to XY line. Similarly, in top view. So top view, as I said, the line is parallel to vertical plane also. So first condition, line parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So vertical plane to kuda parallel undi kabatti, the two endpoints are at the same distance from the reference plane. Is it? The two endpoints, point A and point B, both are at the same distance from the reference plane. So in top view also, you can see a line parallel to XY line. So when a line is parallel to HP and VP, final projection lo koda, both front view and top view will get parallel to XY line. So this is one condition, a simple condition. Now, when a line is perpendicular to one of the reference planes, case 1 and 2, what I showed in the presentation. When the line is perpendicular to horizontal plane, front view, what you can see? Just unmute and answer, any of you.
Perpendicular to horizontal.
Yes, a line perpendicular to horizontal. So front view chusinapudu, we'll get a line perpendicular to XY line. We'll get a line perpendicular to XY line. What about top view? If you see this exactly from top, what you can see? Assume here. This is the top view. What you can see?
ఒక పాయింట్ లాగా అనిపిస్తుంది.
Parallel
Just a
to
point. Just a point. A point at a distance from vertical plane. Vertical plane నుంచి ఒక distance లో the top view looks as a point, front view as a straight line. Front view is perpendicular line to XY line వస్తుంది. Top view వచ్చేసి a simple point from at a given distance from XY line. Similarly, next, when the line is perpendicular to vertical plane and parallel to the horizontal plane. So like this, resting on simply on the HP. So here this is simply resting on the HP or away from the HP. It may be anything. So front view and business. When the line is perpendicular to vertical plane, in front view we can see a point, but in top view a complete line perpendicular to the reference plane. Top view లో complete line కనిపిస్తుంది ఇట్లా చూసినప్పుడు. సో మీ చేతిలో పెన్సిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, place it in the position and see the pencil exactly from top. You can see exactly the complete length of the line. So each problem, so when the line is inclined to, perpendicular to any of the reference plane, in only one view you can see the true length of the line. In the other view, it is seen as simple point. So in this we will start with a view in which we can see the complete line. Suppose when the line is perpendicular to vertical plane, we will start the problem with front view. As in front view only you can see the complete length of the line. When the line is perpendicular to vertical plane, we can see the complete line in top view. We'll start the problem with top view and then extend it to the front view. Next, when the line is inclined to any of the reference planes, any one, not both, any one, means suppose here the line is parallel to both the planes. If I make this line inclined to horizontal plane, if I make this line inclined to horizontal plane, forget about vertical plane. So it is always parallel to vertical plane. It is always parallel to vertical plane. If I make this line inclined to horizontal plane, this inclination to horizontal plane, this inclination to horizontal plane, see here, inclination to horizontal plane can be seen in front view. So front view we can see the inclined line, the complete line. So a angle lo unna chudandi line, whatever the maybe the angle. So front view to 10 degrees maintain cheyandi, 20, 30, 40, 90. Maximum possible is 90. And again to 0. So a angle maintain chesina front view lo you can see the complete line. Is it? When the line is parallel to vertical plane, in front view we can see the complete line in whatever might be the inclination. It may be parallel, perpendicular or at any angle. So angle to unnapudu we can see it as a straight line with some inclination to XY line in front view. Front view ela untundante a straight line inclined at some given angle. What about top view? Top view ela kanipistundi?
Point.
Top view. Top view kuda we can see a line
but smaller.
ఎందుకంటే when the line is parallel ఉన్నప్పుడు we can see the complete length. We can see the complete top view లో కూడా complete line length కనబడుతుంది. But see here, if you gradually increase the angle increase చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తే the distance between these 2 points, observe this, the distance between these 2 points is gradually becoming 0 when it is perpendicular. Perpendicular అయ్యేసరికి the distance between these 2 points is becoming 0 and ప్యారలల్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడు కంప్లీట్ లైన్ కనపడుతుంది. when it has become perpendicular the line length is 0. ఇందా డిస్కస్ చేసాం. when the line is perpendicular to horizontal plane the top view is 0. so when the line is inclined to parallel గా ఉంటే complete line length. so depending on the angle the length of the line reduces. This is called as reduced length or top view length. Top view length is not the true length, it is the reduced length. Only front view low we can see the complete length. In top view reduced length reduce కనిపిస్తుంది. Similarly the case when the line is inclined to vertical plane. Line inclined to vertical plane ఉన్నప్పుడు top view లో we can see the true length and inclination. Front view reduced length. ఇలా చూడండి, ఫ్రంట్ వ్యూ చూడండి, మీకు ఏమవుతుంది, parallel to vertical plane ఉన్నప్పుడు complete line కనిపిస్తుంది. when I am making it inclined, observe the distance between these 2 points. Gradually the length of the line is reducing. చూడండి, at one position you are getting 0 dimension. so when the line is parallel to vertical plane, front view straight line, but if I'm making it 0, so చూడండి ఎలా ఉన్నా సరే you can see the line parallel to x value. parallel to vertical plane ఉన్నప్పుడు, parallel to ground ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏ ఇంక్లినేషన్ అన్నా ఉండేవండి vertical plane కి, but this line is always parallel to the ground. so at some position perpendicular condition వచ్చేసరికి it is becoming 0. so let us draw these conditions on drawing sheet. These 5 conditions. So what are those 5 conditions? The line is inclined to, first case, line is parallel to both the reference planes. Second case, line perpendicular to horizontal plane. Third, line inclined to vertical plane. Fourth, line inclined to horizontal plane. And fifth, line inclined to vertical plane. Again, let us go through this presentation. So here, line parallel to both the planes, single case. Line parallel and perpendicular to one of the reference planes. So you can assume these two as a single case. Just general ga cheppalante, line parallel to one reference plane and perpendicular to the other. It may be horizontal or vertical. Similarly, 4 and 5 cases. Generalized statement means line is parallel to one reference plane and inclined to the other. Means there are 3 types of problems in the sheet lines 1. Go through this. Title of the sheet: projections of straight lines 1. Projections of straight lines 1, sheet number 7. Note on the first question, so is asking to draw the projections of 80 mm long straight line in the following positions. So first 9 conditions icharu. So 9 and cheppesi just don't be afraid. So inda nenu cheppanu only 3 cases. Case 1, line parallel to both HP and VP. So ikkada ichina A1, A2, A3 annitloonu kuda line parallel to both the reference planes but with different distances. Similarly, second one, line perpendicular to one reference plane and parallel to the other. And third case, simple conditions, when the line is inclined to one reference plane and parallel to the other. So in that I discuss 3 conditions, though 9 problems, so that you can go through all the types of problems. So let us start with the first problem, A1. So first problem, the line is parallel to both HP and VP and 30 mm above the HP and 25 mm in front of the VP. So 30 mm above HP and meaning enti, both the points when the line is parallel in the discuss chesam, When the line is parallel to horizontal plane means both the points are at the same distance from HP. When the line is parallel to vertical plane means both the endpoints are at the same distance from vertical plane. So here, as the line is parallel to HP and VP, 30 mm above HP means both the endpoints are at a distance of 30 mm from HP. Means HP relation always indicates front view. In front view, A dash comma B dash are at a distance of 30 mm above XY line. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి above HP means above XY line. Next 25 mm in front of VP. In front of VP means below XY line. So ఎన్ని conditions కూడా front view above XY line and we'll get top view below XY line. So top view ఎలా ఉంది? Both the endpoints are at a distance of 25 mm. Parallel unte meaning both the endpoints are at a distance or at the same distance. So A comma B are 25 mm below XY line. So the two conditions, front view conditions, top view conditions. So based on this, let us start the problem. First draw XY line. So XY line, be careful, it should be with H pencil. XY line must be with H pencil. So A1, A2, A3, three problems ni koda draw it on the same reference plane. B1, B2, B3 on same XY line. C1, C2, C3 on XY line. Same XY line. So first X. So a condition. A dash, B dash are 30 mm above XY line. So XY line ki paina 30 mm above. Point mark cheskuni. Draw a parallel line to XY line for a length of 80 mm. So this must be with HB. So true length of the line, true line kabatti, draw it with the HB and mark the endpoints as A dash, B dash. Ekkadana draw cheyochu. Now coming to AB. AB are at a distance of 25 mm from XY. So also represent this line, represent the line length at the bottom. So projection lines draw cheyandi. Draw a projection line from A dash. Already we maintained a distance of 30 mm above XY line. So from A, draw a projection line. Projection line means with 2H. A nunchi XY line join chesi and extend it 25 mm below XY line. 25 mm below XY line వరకు extend చేయండి. Similarly B, from B draw a projection line and extend it to 25 mm below XY line. Now join these two. With HB. So this is A comma A and B points. So when the line is parallel to both the reference planes, front view lonu top view lonu koda we can see a straight line parallel to XY line as both the endpoints are at the same distance. And draw చేసేటప్పుడు be careful, A dash, B dash, AB must be with HB. Why? Because the line, true shape of the line represent చేస్తాం కాబట్టి final front view top view line ని HB తో draw చేస్తాం and projection lines must be with 2H pencil. And coming to dimensions, dimensions completed with H pencil. So dimensions given in the problem, true length of the line. The length of the line is given as 80 mm. So two ends nunchi kuda projections draw chesi extensions. And at the same time, these distances are given in the problem. And represent the given dimensions. Length of the line and distance from horizontal plane and vertical plane. Length of the line 80 mm, distance from horizontal plane 30 mm, distance from vertical plane 25 mm. So this is how to represent a line parallel to both the reference planes. So any doubt on that? Any doubts up to this point? Unmute your audio and clarify your doubts. Or shall I move on to the next problem? Respond, any one of you. Shall I move on to the next problem? So sheet load Rochester as this is a 1A. Right hand side top corner within the circle. Write it as problem number 1A. And draw all the 1A problems on the same reference line. Second problem, chudandi. The line parallel to and 35 mm above HP in VP. The line parallel to 30 and 35 mm above HP. So 35 mm above HP under kabatti both A dash comma B dash 35 mm above XY line in VP another. So parallel to VP avukunda in VP anna parallel to VP anna both the conditions are same. Alage in HP anna parallel to HP anna means both the endpoints are at the same distance from the reference plane. So in VP annar kabatti A comma B on XY line. Top view points must be on XY line. So first draw A dash B dash 80 mm long at a height of 35 mm from XY line. So XY line nunchi 35 mm above. Draw an 80 mm long line and indicate the endpoints as A dash, B dash. Coming to A and B. A and B are on XY line. So
సార్
A
ఇది
and
ఒక్కటి చెప్పి ఆపేరా సార్
hmm?
సార్ ఇది ఒక్కటి చెప్పి ఆపేరా అంటే ఎక్కువ అయిపోయింది సార్
ఓకే ఓకే ఇందులో థర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం నేను మీకు వదిలేస్తాను థర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం కూడా మీరే ట్రై చేయండి ఓకే సో ఏ నుంచి ప్రొజెక్షన్ B నుంచి projection. Draw the projections from A and B. As the line is on vertical plane. So these are the points A and B. But ఇది XY line kada, XY line ki దీనికి వేరియేషన్ చూపించాలి కాబట్టి what we should do is XY line initially I said to draw with H pencil. దాని మీద HB పెన్సిల్ తో హైలైట్ చేయాలి సో షుడ్ షో డిఫరెన్షియేట్ దిస్ సో లైన్ XY లైన్ లాగా వదిలేకుండా దీనికి చూడండి ఇంటెన్సిటీ వేరియేషన్ చూపించాలి యాక్చువల్లీ దీస్ టూ లైన్స్ మస్ట్ బి విత్ 2H yes so coming to dimension representation distance between A and B ఈ ప్రతి ప్రాబ్లం కి కూడా లైన్ లెంగ్త్ ఇండికేట్ చేయాలి And next, the vertical dimension, distance of line from horizontal plane. So extension lines I'm drawing with a free hand, just for saving time. So it is given as 35, 80. Third problem మీరు కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారా? Just reverse to the second problem. Line is 40 mm in front of VP. So A comma B are 40 mm from below the XY line in HP. So front view A dash B dash on XY line. Just reverse to second problem. So next class ko vachetappadiki you must submit the all pending sheets. ఇంకా చాలా మందికి పెండింగ్ షీట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆల్మోస్ట్ 20 members కి దే ఆర్ నాట్ సబ్మిటెడ్ ద ఇన్వాల్యూట్స్. అలాగే ప్రొజెక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ పాయింట్స్ కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. సో ట్రై దీస్ 3 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేయండి. విల్ డిస్కస్ ద రిమైనింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కనుక అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి రేజ్ యువర్ డౌట్స్. మీన్ వైల్ ఐ విల్ టేక్ ద అటెండెన్స్.